Okay, we are going to be talking about Instagram stories, and I'm going to walk you through all of the fun things that you can do with stories and hopefully inspire you to take some action and create some stories to bring people along on your journey. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to hit the little plus button at the top, and then it's going to bring you to this menu where you could choose what kind of post you would like to create. So you're going to click on story, and we will just choose a picture here. There we go. That was my coffee date with myself the other day when I was in my wave. So then this little AA here, this is where I keep touching the computer instead of my phone. This is where you can type anything. So I'm on a coffee date with myself. And then you can change, see where it says modern, classic, signature. You can change the font just by clicking on those buttons. And the other thing that you can do is when you look at this A over on the far side that's colored in, if you change that, you can change the way that it's filled in. And then clicking on the color block lets you change the color so that you can get whatever kind of fonts that you want there. So I'm going to leave that at that. And then we'll go over to the next one here. This is where you find all the good stuff. So location is just what it sounds like. Now on my phone, I have it turned off except for when I want to use it. So location, you may put, if you're visiting a new restaurant, you could put it there. If you're at a conference, you could put your location. You want to be safe when you're using the location button. A lot of people wait when they're traveling to post their photos and say that they've been away after they get home. If you're staying by yourself at a cabin in the woods, you're not going to post your location maybe on Instagram for people to see, but there are, maybe you're at a market, maybe you're at a crystal store, maybe you're at a human design conference, something like that. Location can be fun. The next one over is the mention button, and that is where you tag people out. So when you're going through Bootcamp and you want to tag Bodygraph chart in anything, you can tag Bodygraph chart and we will share your post to our stories as well. And that's called user generated content. So as a business, typically, we love it when other people tag us out in things because it gives us content. I love that, oh my gosh, there's something I didn't have to think about posting. And usually it's something complimentary. If you've been working with someone in their business or you've been working with their child or you've been working with them with their fitness or anything at all, and they tag you, it's like a bonus testimonial for you. So let's just do that. Let's just see here. Oh, Sarah Mertzloff, she comes up first for me. So I'm just going to put her on there. She's my microdosing wing woman. So I'll put her over there. And then what will happen is that I'm not going to post this, but if I were to post this, Sarah would be notified that I had posted that to my story. And then she could choose to post that on her story as well, which gives her extra content. And it's all good, right? Extra content is always good. Okay, so then we go back in. Music is just what it sounds like, music. So on your creator account, you're going to have a lot more choices in music than on a business account. You still get to see insights and all of the things on a creator account that you would in a business account, but you do have access to more music. So when you look here and you see this little tiny arrow here, this tells you that that's a trending audio. This one down here is a trending audio as well. So especially when you're looking at making reels and you use trending audio, it just gives your audio a little bit of a boost in the algorithm. Photo. So I could put another photo on that same thing. And then if I click on it, I can get all different kinds of shapes. So kind of fun. And then we have GIFs. So GIFs are fun. So I could put in here arrow, and I could point to something, point to the toffee fay. I could point to a link, something like that. I could put surprise. And I could get any kind of a smiley face. They even have in here human design. So you can put in human design. And you will come up with, see, there's the body graphs, there's quantum human design language, there's traditional human design language, there's some fun stuff in there. So you can have all the fun in the world with GIFs. They're an excellent thing. Add yours. This is when, say that I was sharing a photo of a book that I could do this with a coffee cup. What kind of coffee are you drinking? And people could post a picture of their coffee cup. You can do this one if you're reading something, you can ask people to share what they're reading. Frames. I have done this one when I've been doing an IG live with someone. I have put their picture in a frame and said a little bit of something about them so that they can kind of have a highlight in my stories. Reveal. I've never used that one. What's hidden? The story will be buried. People can see it after they message you. That is very cool. Oh my gosh, that would be so great for an engagement. Okay, so we have to play with this one. We'll do that maybe on the wrap-up call. Cutouts. This is super fun. I created one of these for you so that you can see how this works. So you need to take a little clip of yourself doing something fun. And then it is going to cut it out. And it's going to turn it into a sticker. So that's a sticker, which is really super cool, I think anyway. But you could do a bunch of those. Like I've seen people do them where they're making the heart with their hands around their face. You could be blowing a kiss. You could do anything with that cutout button. Notify. I've not used that. Questions. I use this one a lot. Ask me a question. Do you know how to use your emotional wave? And then people could answer you and you can share that. And I will show you how you can share that at the end of this video. Avatar. So you can create an avatar of yourself just like you do everywhere else. Add yours. Oh, I can't do that right now because I've already added a sticker. This one is just, you can put it in you can put a different emoji in and people can click on it to see what they want to do. Polls are excellent. Would you rather? And then you can say, yes, one, read a book, go for a run. You can change the colors just by clicking on that top color button. You can change the colors there. The other thing that you can do is a poll. Oh gosh, I do so many of these on my story now. I can't think of one that I've done, but they really do help to create engagement. And if you're doing something like, let's say that you're going to offer a mini training on human design, you can make it that every answer is some version of yes, so that there's no opportunity to say no. That's kind of a fun thing to do with a poll as well. Link. So if you are sharing your report, if you are sharing the free human design chart, if you are creating an event or a workshop or anything like that, you can put a link in here and then people can go directly from your stories to the link. This is the only place on Instagram right now that you can actually click on a link and go directly to, you can in your link in bio. But if you were to put a link on a post and a caption on a post, people couldn't just click on it and go to it. In your stories, they can. And then you customize the sticker text. I'm not going to be able to do that here because I don't have a link in, but you could say, get your free chart, find out more here, register now. That goes in there. So really handy to be able to use links. This is another version of how much do you love it. Lots of times I will use in here the 100% to ask people something about anything really. You can use that in there. AI stickers I haven't used. Hashtags are fun, but they're just fun in stories. You're really not getting anything with hashtags in stories. It's not that people are really searching stories because your stories are for your followers only, which is another reason that it kind of takes the pressure off if you start by just doing stories. One, they're gone in 24 hours, and two, they only go to people who are already following you. So they're not going out to strangers, which may make you feel a little bit more comfortable. Product, let's see what that is. Oh, okay. So you can add products that you've saved in there. Countdown. I use this a lot. Whenever I'm going to do an Instagram live, I will do a countdown. I know when I was in the direct sales business, I would use this for new products. When they were launching, I'd have a countdown till they were launching. Or you could do like a countdown to an event. We could do a countdown to this boot camp. Anything in your business that you've got going on, you could do a countdown for. And what happens is, well, let's just see if I can do this here. Boot camp. And I'm just going to pick a date. Oh, it didn't go in there. Good Lord. There. Now, when someone clicks on this little thing here, they will get a notification when the timer is off. So that's really kind of cool. So what I always do with that, actually, I'll show you what I do with it. I go into gifts and I do click here. And I will put something, usually an arrow, but I'll put something there. Yeah, an arrow would have been better, but click here and then I'll write letters. This isn't working very well. It's not very pretty, but let me just do it properly. Show you how to drag and drop things down to the garbage can. There, we'll do this one. Sweet Jesus, there's a lot of stuff on here. Okay, so we'll do this one. And then what I would do is I would do letters, and I would say, click here to be notified when it's live. Because a lot of people in my audience anyway, don't know that that's what that means, that little arrow there. I wouldn't have known what that means. So I try to explain it. I try to make it less steps for them. So I'm just going to move all of this stuff down. What else have we got here? You can see the sticker that I made is showing up here at the bottom, and there's another one that I had made a while ago. Turns out I like to look surprised, I guess. And then there's other stickers here, but you can make any stickers that you make of yourself doing something like that will just stay here for you. And I want to tell you a little trick. So I will show this to you on the wrap-up party. Somebody please remind me. But there are sticky things that you can get for the back of your phone, so you can just stick it to a window or a wall. Mine is actually kind of a sticker, and you just wet it and it cleans it off again, and you can stick it to the wall. So that's how I did that without using my hands. I didn't need a selfie stick or something or to set it up. I just stuck it right to the wall. These things are really great for the lighting because you can stick them to your window and you can be looking directly into the light to record your story. So those are a great thing to have, and I think it was like $9 or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more thing in this little tutorial that's not so little, I don't think. And that is how to find things that you're going to reply to. So I did that fast. So I went to the little hamburger menu on the far right. I'm going to go to archive. And I'm going to go up here and find something. Oh, there we go. Find something that I did a poll on. So here's one. And then I go to activity and I see that 2 people slid the little button across to hearts. I can go to another one and go to activity again, and I see that someone has answered arm prior. Now I could hit reply, and I could either share the response on my story or I could send them a message. And you want to do at least one or the other. You don't want to completely ignore people because you're training people to engage with your stories. Here's a good example of a poll. I asked if people wanted us to talk about microdosing and the emotional wave because Sarah is very human design informed as well. And she has an emotional wave as well. So we were talking about our microdosing journey. So this is one of an example of where I put just 2 choices that were yes. And I need to actually share that now because I think I did that last night.